Hello Aquarius, Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We are going to be doing your beginning of January tarot card reading. I hope everyone is having a great start to their year. All that good stuff. So just as a reminder, this is going to be a general tarot card reading. So take what resonates, leave what does not. And understand everything here is to empower you so that you can create the life that you want using your power of choice, manifestation, all that good stuff. So a few major arcanas here. Love this. Okay, so let's talk about anything in the past, distant or recent, whatever it may be. So here we got the Five of Wands here in reversed. I have a feeling for some of you, whether this be competition or conflict of any kind, I think especially in the reverse, it's saying, that's kind of been out of the picture or is starting to release itself from your life. Anyone who contributes to this type of energy. So anyone who causes you conflict, anyone who's toxic, anyone who's particularly aggressive or passive aggressive, anyone who kind of drains you at the same time, or is unhealthily competitive with you on certain things, whether it be at work or personal relationships, family, whatever it is. That's really coming out of the picture because we got the two major arcanas here. Love to see this. The Star card reversed and also the Empress. Very much similar energy, not exactly, but I have a feeling here in terms of the Star, especially in reversed, this type of energy when you're with people who are argumentative, volatile, conflicting, all that stuff, it could really destroy your sense of self. It could make you kind of bring out parts of yourself that you don't want to show, that you try to keep on the down low, like anger or aggression, anything like that, So it's really, I think that's what I see here with the Star card reverse, where, it made you kind of lose yourself by being around those people or having them in your life. But the beautiful part is you got the Empress as well. Seeing that Empress energy is really telling me that you had to heal, and really connect back with your authentic self, find that piece of hope, in that situation with those people that caused a lot of conflict in your life, because that Empress energy is all about healing yourself, self-care, self-love, is that motherly energy that we turn inward to heal. So that Empress energy, I think from there, whatever situations that made you feel really like your most inauthentic self or like your lowest vibration self, by getting rid of those things and separating yourself, you're healing into your power once more, into your beauty as a person with that Empress. So let's talk about things in the present right now. So let's see here. Another major arcana right in the middle of your spread right here. We got the Hanged Man in reversed. So here I have a feeling for some of you, there is a certain pause that's being taken right now, whether it be just things are going slowly in life in general, or whether this be a deliberate pause, one or the other. I see other cards here that might suggest that. But really, I think you're taking the time on yourself, referencing back to that Empress energy. Time for yourself, time to heal, time to find your abundance and create abundance for you once more. I think there's something here by going through that slow period, by slowing down and taking each day one at a time. You are starting to learn intuitions and certain enlightenments that are coming to you from it, by not having any of those conflicting relationships anymore. By doing that, you are learning and relearning certain things about your life that are starting to make sense by living a different way. I see that even more so with the Knight of Pentacles as well. Really just taking care of your home life, taking care of, really just everything that you consider safe, your comfort zone, your sanctuary, whatever it is. I think here is really saying that you're going to recreate that abundance once more by turning that energy inward, and you'll be presented with this pentacle right here. So it's really saying, by doing so, you're going to refine your abundance in your home life. You're going to refine abundance within yourself, really. That's ultimately, again, that Empress energy. And also we got the Page of Cups here in reversed. So here, if any of those relationships were like that I said before, like that were conflicting or volatile, if that was like a partner or a loved one, this could signify, just the separation from that person. And so really, it's like you're really trying to relearn some things about love once more, again, being a chalice right here, or being the cups right here, it's really saying that you're emptying your cup of any type of toxicity or any type of like anything negative, and you're wanting to refill it with something new. This comes right underneath that Empress right there. So it's really saying, by self-healing and working on yourself, you're able to refill that cup with unconditional true love for yourself, and you'll be surprised, there's a fish that comes out of that cup. So it's really saying, you're going to find something surprising there. Talking about intuitions, by taking this pause and slowing things down, you are going to learn things that you didn't know were possible, things that didn't make sense before now make sense, So I see that here in the present, there's a lot of work here on your home life and also your emotional well-being. In terms of the future, love seeing this. We got the Nine of Wands here in reverse. So again, scary card. I like seeing it in the reverse. That's why I said it. It looks scary otherwise. But, it's saying that, you're letting go of just any type of pain that's associated. I'm looking at that Five of Wands. Anyone in the past, any situation that caused you a lot of conflict, you're just learning how to let it go. I say that because, 9, and then you got the Ace of Swords here in reverse, and you got a 10. Here it's really saying that, by coming to a certain truth, even though if it's a truth that is hurtful, that is true, but it doesn't seem like, it's not something that you want to hear particularly, but by doing so and accepting that single truth, you're going to reach that 10 right here, which is a completion of a cycle. So really, that's kind of what I see, with that 9 and then the single sword, the Ace of Swords in reverse. Like, you're dealing with a lot of things on your mind. You could lose some sleep over them, I'm sure. They could kind of poke their way throughout your day, poke into your mind throughout the day, even though you don't want to think about them. But regardless, I think you're going to come to a certain truth that is a heavy hitter. That's something that is going to be a hard pill to swallow. But by accepting that, you're able to let go and move on. And I say that because we got the Death card right here. Transformation. You got like the darkness of that Nine of Swords, and you got the lightness of the Ace of Swords. So I have a feeling here that there's something that you're going to be set free from. There's a certain transformation. And as I said, a letting go process, a death process here, which isn't easy, but it's what has to happen in life in order for us to evolve and move on. So really, as like a major arcana, there is something here saying that there is a big transformation coming for you, a big realization and a big truth on the horizon, if you will, that's going to open up a new day for you. And it's funny to see here, you go from the Star reversed, and then you got the Hanged Man reversed, and you got the Death card. So I think all of this is really just trying to bring you back to you. Bring you back to who you really are, what you want out of your life, what it is, your purpose is exactly, all of that is going to come back, because I think this death process of letting everything else go that may have been distracting you is going to only leave room for just you, and for you to really connect with yourself in a more intimate way, if that makes sense. So let's pull out some more cards in terms of clarification. Temperance. Love seeing that more major arcana. Oh yeah, okay. Got it. Okay, so Temperance card right here, yeah. I'm looking back at that Empress card right here. So yeah, it really is just saying that you just try to make the best and balance out a situation. And if that meant letting a situation go or a person go, then you knew you had to do what you had to do. It's funny here because I never noticed this between these two cards, but with Temperance and the Star, Temperance, she mixes two chalices together. The Star, she's dumping like 2 jugs of water as something different. So really, as I said with that Page of Cups here, you're emptying out toxic things in your life, toxic emotions, if you will. And now you're really just mixing what you have left into something new. All the things that make sense, So really, this Temperance card, I have a feeling that for some of you, if there was any volatility or extremism of any kind, now things are starting to get into balance. Maybe that was the goal for some of you. We also got the Three of Pentacles right here. So here it's really saying, that I think for some of you, you've learned to reconnect with your community, whether for some of you really jumping into work as a distraction. They're healthy distractions too, but I think there's something here where some of you have really tried to really connect back with other things that are important and are part of your life, other responsibilities that you have. So for some of you, it could be, really getting ahead and putting the nose to the grind with your work. Could be reconnecting with your community and your friend groups, anything like that. There's something here that says there's a collaboration. So I have a feeling for some of you, by letting go of some of those more conflicting and argumentative relationships, now you're able to find ones that are able to serve you, and all of you can kind of grow together, and be able to rely on one another, which is even better. Finally, we got the Devil card. As I said, Nine of Swords, Death card, it's really dealing with some deep hurt and emotion. So I think here, this is stuff that just lies underneath the surface of everything for some of you, whoever this relates to or resonates with, that these are some emotions that I think are bubbling to the surface, and they're going to come out in a certain sense as a means to be healed. It's you releasing and exercising all of this negative energy from the past, if that makes sense. So really, I think with that Death card and that Devil card, it's saying, there are very deep emotions that need to be expressed. But I think it's swallowing that very hard pill, whatever it is, with that Ace of Swords reverse, It's like saying the truth will set you free. And sometimes the truth is not easy to hear or to accept sometimes. I completely understand that. But by accepting it, as I said, you release your bonds, you become free, you allow yourself to change and transform, and you're no longer stuck in the past or with something that is no longer serving you, if that makes sense. So let's pull out some more cards. Okay, oh, love that. So here it says waiting. I have a feeling for some of you, it really is talking about, maybe this was, if you had to leave things in the past, it's really saying it probably was difficult, and for some of you, you maybe felt stuck in it as well. Or maybe some of you were even waiting for the correct moment. Maybe you were just so over it and you knew that the situation was not healthy for you. So you were just waiting for the correct and good time to cut ties, if that makes sense. But I think here there's something saying, also looking at that Hanged Man in reverse, it's saying that this could be a time of waiting, as I said before, to let things unfold naturally, unfold when they're supposed to, etc. Taking your time with life. Discipline, I think that these two go hand in hand. I think as it's a time of waiting and things are slowing down or things are being more deliberate, now is time to really have some discipline in terms of the things that you want. As I said, with the Knight of Pentacles and even that Three of Pentacles landing right next to each other, you want to, I see here that you want to achieve some type of abundance or some type of result, if that makes sense. And that can happen through discipline. So as you're taking time slow if that is something that you are doing, as you are taking in the moments and living it day by day, practice your discipline. I think that's going to help you manifest and create whatever situation that you want on a faster pace and expedite that, if you will. And finally, Miracle. Love seeing this right next to the Death card. And as you can see here, you got a rising sun in the Miracle. You got a rising sun right here in the mountains of that Death card in the back. So as I said, by going through this process of accepting harsher realities of life, if you will, you are opening yourself up to move forward towards a new day, towards rebirth, towards moving forward much lighter without any heaviness or feeling stuck to the past, all of that stuff, So as I said, there's a lot of things here that reflect some of the messages that I've said before, just taking things slowly, using your time wisely to heal and otherwise, and to create your abundance. And by doing so, these emotions that no longer serve you will come up to the surface. And when it's time to release them as much as you can. Finally, last card, ask your soul. There's something here that really says, for some of you, I really feel like it's healing, but whatever it is you want to ask of it, it's just going to happen. That's just the way that energy works. You put yourself in a frequency of asking for a certain thing, match that frequency, and and things will be attracted to that frequency. If you want healing, get into a state of healing. Get into a behavior pattern of healing. If you want money, same thing. Get into a behavior pattern of money, you know? And that's going to make your vibration attract the same, you know? But I think for some of you, by letting go of stuff here that's slowly coming to the surface, I think maybe even your soul might be asking you to heal as well, you know? I think it's now it's your choice to honor it and to go through that last little bit of process to let it go so that you can move forward. So that's kind of what I see here for some of you Aquarius for the beginning of January. Big transformational process for some of you. You're already starting to see a lot of benefits that I can see here now. But then the big transformation, when it comes up, I think you are going to be ready for it. It's not going to be easy, but I think you know that it's worth it in the end, as I can see here with some of these other cards. So if this reading did resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys, and I will try to get back to you in a timely manner. And consider subscribing if you haven't as well. I love the amount of subscribers that I had for this past month, and I'm super appreciative. But that's all I got for you right now. I have more coming up, but that will be for a later time. Thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Goodbye.